The most perilous warrior is not the one who possesses total knowledge, but the one prepared to release it completely. Kyoto, 1612. The fighting had ceased. Calm settled over Japan like frost across a scarred field, quiet, dazzling, and merciless. Yamamoto Kenshin had reached 63 summers. 147 duels survived, none lost. A teacher among teachers, his disciples performed their movements with mechanical exactness. His name alone compelled hardened men to lower their eyes, yet perfection carries a secret rarely spoken aloud. It is confinement disguised as mastery. For 45 years, Kenshin had forged discipline so absolute that every motion unfolded without thought. Every reaction arrived pre-written, every instant governed. Within that flawless order, something vital had eroded. The essence that animates a warrior direct awareness had slipped away. This is not a tale of acquiring discipline. It is a reckoning with what happens when discipline turns corrosive. The real question is never how to build the structure, it is how to step outside it. The dojo gleamed. Blades lay aligned with mathematical care. Students knelt in flawless rows. Silence broken only by regulated breath. Kenshin entered precisely as he had for 4 decades. Identical hour. Identical pace, identical ceremony. Tradition left no room for deviation. Age had not diminished him. Though streaks of gray threaded his hair and time had etched his face like worn stone, his movements retained the efficiency of honed metal. Only his gaze betrayed him. Behind his eyes lived a vast vacancy his students could not perceive. "Commence," he said. Bodies rose as one, uniform motion, uniform intent. Individual will had been trained out of them, replaced with repetition perfected across generations. Kenshin passed among them, watching strikes calibrated to the finger width, stances copied from canonical diagrams, breathing timed and restrained, impeccable, lifeless. Tonical topple, tonica, they called. The senior student stepped forward, 30 years old, 15 years molded by Kenshin's instruction. They faced one another. They had exchanged blows countless times. Kenshin knew the encounter before it unfolded. Every instinct Tanaka once possessed had been overwritten by doctrine. The duel began. A downward cut by the book. A parry by the book. Counter withdrawal. Advance. A ritual masquerading as combat. Kenshin prevailed, as always, not through superior speed or strength, but because his students could not act beyond the boundaries he had installed. Victory hollowed him. Decades of rigor to ward. What end? To manufacture obedience. To replace living beings. With precision instruments, dismissed. The students departed in disciplined silence. Kenshin remained, encircled by weapons steeped in blood, upheld by a reputation carved into history, and felt nothing stir within. That afternoon, summons arrived from Lord Matsudra, a senior Tokugawa. Official Yamamoto-sensei. The Lord said reverently, "The nation rests at peace. A shogunate endures. We require men like you to shape the next generation, guardians of order, keepers of tradition." Kenshin bowed. "Your pupils are unmatched," Matsudra continued. "They never falter, never question. Perfect discipline. That is what Japan needs now, control, not chaos." Later, wandering Kyoto's streets, Kenshin felt a fracture widen inside him. Unquestioning obedience, refined submission, polished extinction. He had fulfilled society's expectations flawlessly. And in doing so, he had strangled the soul of the warrior's path once meant to awaken vitality, not suppress it. Worst of all, he had subjected himself to the same fate. Years stacked upon years of repetition. Spontaneity exiled, presence traded for performance. The prison was complete, invisible, absolute. That evening, Kenshin broke his pattern. He did not meditate. He walked instead to the forest's edge, where the ordered city dissolved into untamed growth. And for the first time in decades, he asked himself, what if mastery itself has become my undoing? Days later, while sitting among the trees, Kenshin encountered an elderly monk beside a stream. The man's eyes shimmered with uncomplicated delight. "May I sit?" Kenshin asked. "This place is claimed by no one," the monk replied. They shared. "Silence, you are Kenshin," the monk said eventually. The undefeated? Yes. Tell me, are you content? The question cut deeply. Contentment is irrelevant to duty. Then why do you return here every evening, looking as though something essential has slipped through your hands? The truth escaped him. I am empty. The monk smiled. When did you last approach the world as a novice? Kenshin searched his memory before I knew. Your mind has become motionless water, the monk said, clear but stale. A stone struck the stream, sending ripples outward. Come tomorrow, the monk said, rising. Bring your sword. As he departed, uncertainty bloomed within, Kenshin and with it, a quiet aliveness. The following night, steel met silence. Kenshin attacked with textbook perfection, again and again. You are rehearsing, the monk observed. Not responding? Then what should I do? Release the blade. The monk struck. Kenshin reacted automatically. Stop, the monk said. You are fighting recollection, not reality. Hour after hour, Kenshin's mastery failed him. You mistake precision for truth, the monk said. For 7 days, he continued, you will abandon every certainty. That night, Kenshin suspended his teachings. The master prepared to dissolve. The days that followed unraveled him. Every gesture was habit. Every choice pre-selected. I cannot escape myself, Kenshin confessed. Excellent, the monk replied. Now you see, cannot empty the cup by force, the monk explained. You simply stop filling it, he demonstrated, swinging the sword with no lineage, no structure, no judgment, alive. Tomorrow, the monk said, fail deliberately. Kenshin trembled. It felt like erasure. On the final day, the monk attacked without restraint. Kenshin responded not from form, but from immediacy. For one breath, he vanished into the moment. That, the monk said, is awareness unfiltered.
Kenshin
Returned changed. He taught uncertainty. He cultivated adaptability. He welcomed disorder. Critics called him unhinged. Students departed. Those who remained awakened. Years later, Kenshin taught this. Discipline is a foundation, not a destination. Control becomes suffocation when clung to. Mastery demands the courage to forget. Strength lies in flexibility. Awareness lives beyond method. True expertise is perpetual openness. And ultimately, he learned, there is no final teaching.
Amen.
Endless presence with what unfolds. Here now, this.